Come on. Yep, it's working finally. Goodness gracious, gotta wait forever. Excuse me. Throat's all messed up. Hey guys, it's Ben, bshawreacts. I should probably edit that beginning just to make it a little smoother, huh? Nah, just leave it in there. Anyways, so we've been looking at two from Sleep Token. You guys know what you clicked on. You looked at the thumbnail. So Anna or Anna, I'm not sure exactly how you would pronounce it. She responded in one of the Drumeo videos that I did of two, saying that there was this Paris drum show. Was in her comment, told me to kind of check it out and see what it's all about. So that's what we're gonna do. It's just something a little different, something fun. I figure why not? I've enjoyed all of Sleep Token's music, obviously, as I think thousands and thousands upon thousands of other people have. So this is going to be something a little different. It looks like the first song on this one is going to be Chokehold. Yeah, so I don't know. We're going to just go with it and see what happens. Couple of things before we start that I want to clear up with you guys. Someone brought to my attention in another reaction video that I did recently. What was it? Oh, Tool. I'm having brain farts. Anyways, Tool, I did the pot. And someone decided they wanted to piss in my Cheerios and come at me with a extremely rude comment. That I found, at the end of the day, I just kind of laugh most of this stuff off and just delete the comments that are ugly like that. But this guy was being extremely like forward and like getting all up in my grits because, as you guys probably know, because you've watched many of my videos and I've explained it probably 1,000 times, I chew these little mints, these icebreaker mints, right, throughout my reactions because I had a liver transplant about a year ago. I'm going to explain all this again, so if you don't want to hear this, you can just click forward and get to the music. But anyway, so I had a liver transplant about a year ago, and in getting that transplant for the liver, basically heretics, being my hereditary background, I didn't know I was adopted, so I didn't know my past family life, and so somewhere within my genes, there's bad genes for livers, and my liver failed and died, and tried to take me out, basically. So they wound up having to give me a liver transplant. Well, they gave me a whole liver. They gutted me. They ripped me open from one side to the other, popped a new one in there, sewed it back up, stapled me shut, and said, "Get on about your life, sir." Yeah, I wish it was that easy, but went through all of that. But in getting that liver transplant, it killed my kidneys. So it damaged the medications they used to get rid of the fluid that I was swollen with because the liver wasn't getting rid of the acids that's supposed to. Anyways, so long story short, they had to put this medication through me in order for me to get rid of the fluids. And in doing that, they damaged my kidneys. It wound up killing my kidneys to a point of like chronic kidney disease. So I'm like right now, I'm right on the edge of being put on dialysis. I'm not on dialysis yet, thank goodness, but I'm on heavy doses of medication, anti-rejection meds every day, all kinds of high blood pressure medications, all kinds of stuff because of the liver, right? Well, in taking all those medications, by the way, I'm not supposed to have more than maybe 2 bottled waters a day. And 2 of these, right? So that's all I get. And that liquid restriction diet kills me because when I'm trying to talk, the medications that I take basically has stopped me from being able to produce saliva. So my mouth gets extremely dry. I mean, like so dry that like my throat closes shut. I can barely breathe. I start having like I'm gasping for air because the whole pathway is just kind of swollen and dry. So I found that either chewing gum or putting a couple of these mints in my mouth causes, for whatever reason, I don't know. I mean, it just does. but it causes saliva so that my mouth doesn't dry out so bad. I mentioned the water because of the water restriction. I can't just sit here and sip on water. If I do that, then I'm drinking too much and I can't have that much fluid. So, anyways, this guy makes a comment, if you're going to sit on camera recording your reactions or whatever, eating fucking candy is the way he put it, eating effing candy or whatever, then and something about he has some type of something that makes him freak out when he hears other people eat. It disgusts him, makes him sick and nauseous. And I mean, he just went on and like just talking about me and like how I'm just being, I guess, basically being rude because I'm eating candy while I'm doing these recordings. My bad, number one, if my microphone is too sensitive that it picks up every little freaking thing, I can't help that. Number two, it gets worse when my mouth is dry. That smacking noise starts happening every time I open my mouth to talk. So I just pop a mint in and it kind of clears all that stuff up and there's not all the noise in the middle of my recordings. Guys, I'm very anal about the sound, right? I'm a production dude. That's what I like. That's what I'm into. So I want my stuff to sound great. I want it to sound professional. I want it to sound crisp, clean, to the point. This dude came at me with all that ignorance and it just, usually, like I said, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing, right? That's how I live my life. So usually I just kind of like brush it off, delete the comment, like whatever, move on. This time it warranted a reaction from me because I'm just sick of hearing it. If you don't know other people's things that they have going on, then probably you shouldn't comment first, sir. Right? Because I have things going on that cause me to need that mint in my mouth, by the way. So if that bothers you that much, please just click on away from my video. There's others to watch. Okay, now that I've wasted 7 minutes of my life talking about this ignorance, let's talk about 2 in Vessel and Sleep Token because that's where I go to find my happy place, right? I'm really interested to see what exactly he's gonna do at this show. I mean, I think I read that they take the vocal out of the track or something, and they kind of like reanimate the song or something, or that he does like a live switch up. So I'm curious if I'm gonna catch it or not because I don't know. I mean, I've heard some of these songs quite a few times at this point. I may catch it, I may not catch it. So if you guys catch it and I don't, please in the comments just say, Ben, dude, yeah, at this so and so minute, this is when he did that. Okay, so that way I can kind of go back and watch it and catch it. So yeah, let's do that. Patreon, guys, I really enjoy you guys over there. Y'all are pretty cool. So we got stuff going on at Patreon, bshawreacts. That's my little shameless plug. I'm just putting it out there for anyone who wants to join up. And we do a lot more of the suggestion of what I'm going to watch and what's going to make it to YouTube, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so here we go. Let's watch this. I want to hear it. He is a lot smaller than I thought he was. Or he looks smaller. I don't know. Maybe he might be freaking 6 foot. I don't know. I know Vessel, they said, is like 6'5" or 6'4". I'm going to stop it already. Do you guys hear what I hear? Like that's massive already. It sounds so what's the word? Hmm. I don't even know the word. Ginormous. Let's go with that. It just sounds really big, as if he was playing in like a huge arena type setting. I don't know where this is, but I know it's in Paris drum show, but like I don't know the building and things like that. So, but man, it just sounds really really big. You hear it? That kick? Oof. Dude, he's so clean. God, he just looks like he's so relaxed in the pocket. Like he's just calmly just doing his thing, you know? And his posture is always like straight up and like he's giving it everything he's got, but at the same time he's keeping it so reserved and fresh. And it's so neat to watch a drummer who's masterful at his skill be able to portray that through his instrument. And it doesn't matter if we're talking about two as a drummer or if we're talking about Vessel and his vocal or even like three with the bass line. I mean, whatever it is that's being done masterfully. Um, I always find awe in all of those things because I'm a musician. I've played. I know the countless amount of hours that you sit with your instrument and play it and you're just always redoing the same thing over and over and over. And I don't know if you guys have ever played an instrument or whatnot, but when you do the same thing repetitively over and over and over and over, you would think that you get sick of it, right? And you'd be like, God, I don't want to do this again. That's not the case with these instruments, with the bass or a guitar or his drums. When he sits down, every time you approach it with um, childlike beliefs in that, oh, maybe this time is going to be the time that I figure something else out, right? There's always that it's like a burning like I might figure it out this time, or maybe this will be the time that I write that specific riff, or maybe, and in his mind, he's probably like, this will be the time that I actually understand how I'm pulling that drum beat off. He may be able to do a drum beat and he doesn't know how he's doing it, but in time, he'll figure it out, right? so many different things that happens every time you pick up an instrument and you masterfully work it. And that's what he's doing. He's literally just, I feel like at any moment on the fly, he'll just bust into another song or another rhythm or another pattern, or because he's done it so many times that it's basically like breathing to him. To him, it's not anything special. In his mind, he's not like, oh man, I'm like the best ever. It's not that. He's not being like prideful about it, but he knows he's good, right? He knows he's good. He knows that what he's doing is next level playing, and that he's comfortable with his instrument. I love it. I'm here. So much conviction. I'll give you some. I'll give you some love, dog. It's perfect. These are some lucky people. Look how small the room is, but it sounds so big. It sounds so much different without the vocal. You don't get that clean without a lot of practice, guys. Whew. He said, turn it up. I need it loud. Yeah, you're right. What's next? It's the jam. It's the jam. It's the jam. Okay, well, I'm going to have to stop the recording here, unfortunately, for you guys. Um, but don't fear, because I'm going to start the recording again on the next video and then keep moving through this little show until we get to the end. There will be a couple of segments for this, probably 3, I think, by the time it's done, because I'm going to probably just do 2 songs on each video, just so that it doesn't turn into an hour or hour and a half long video. I do a lot of talking, so there's that. And then there's the fact that I don't rush through my videos. So I take a long time because I want to get across what I want to get across too, right? Like, that's what we're here to do. We're here to talk about it, Like, and there's a lot to talk about. I mean, there's a big part of this is production. And then the other part of it is just, like I was talking about before, is the masterfulness behind it. The ability to sit down at a drum kit in front of everybody and jam, and everybody just be completely encapsulated into it. Um, that's huge, guys. And keep in mind, I mean, well, I guess they've been around, what, 10 years now? Um, so within 10 years to be at the level that they're at, pff, it's amazing. It's awesome. So um, I kind of run out of descriptors of things to say because I do so many reaction videos. Um, Everything from like when I do my Bee Gees reactions, it's completely different than the feeling I get when I listen to Sleep Token. It's 2 different types of reaction, so it invokes different things out of me that I talk about. But I don't know. That's not to say I like one style of music more than the other. I'm just a little bit more comfortable within the rock realm and the heavier side of things than I am. And let's say the Bee Gees during, their beginning era in the 1956, I think it was, somewhere around there, like 65 maybe it was what it was. But yeah, so I think it was like 65 or 67 is when they started playing. Like that was well before my time. So um, yeah, it just takes a different side of me of listening to hear from the Bee Gees versus what I hear when I listen to this. And even my headphone mix changes whenever I go to the Bee Gees versus listening to rock. So it's kind of cool. Anyways, let me hit stop recording, and then I'm gonna start talking on the next one. All right. So it's gonna seem like a long time to you guys, but I'll see you on the next one. Take care.